Scarlet Knights pick up enough for a first down here. Looking to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Oh, he's bringing it back. He steps out of bounds after the great hit. A solid return to set up his offense.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
This is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
And he'll get the first down yards until they finally bring him down.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
It's a 2-yard gain, second and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Receiver grabs it. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up for the first down at the 21.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Grinding away on the ground. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina. Still no answer for this offense.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Rutgers offense is back out on the field now. When it comes down to this, they need to create some 4th quarter magic here, or this national championship will slip away. Pulls it in. It's strong. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Schultz. Gets the ball as he is hit, but it's incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Oh, what a grab!
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And he'll set up to throw. With the catch, it's strong. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, testing the middle. He makes the grab. It's a quick tackle, but a solid gain moves the ball to the 15-yard line. The Scarlet Knights starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Raymond. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Tries to get it to the running back. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they'll set up with PAT.
And this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Jenkins. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Pirates. Too much speed for the defense. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Dropping back. It's Schultz. The pass rush closing in. The pass rush gets home.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game. Sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it,
to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Have been waiting and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. Still running at the 40. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
LSU getting set on first and 10. Motion from the back. Give to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The throw. Zings it complete to the right.
I like the Mintz, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what to catch a big fella.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am Pip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska's going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Williams will pass. Good timing on the quick out. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. His defense giving up ground, and he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here we go. Set. Ready, go. Williams looking for a man. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year, the juices are flowing, you march the ball down the field, you don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. A very positive start to the year.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive, put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hands it off on the counter. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. Right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
And interesting, on 3rd and short, man, a lot of time defenses get really, really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB, got him there so fast, kind of disrupted the timing, and won that 3rd down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Might be looking to run. Unleashes one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about getting that puppy out.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board just so he can practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Williams will pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Catches it at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the lone running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the run.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Flying down the right side. The 10. Touchdown, LSU. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ready to go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turn.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The play action fake. He'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Looking left. He's got an open man. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown LSU!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's first and 10. Williams looking for a man. Under fire. Makes the grab. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Cornhuskers have their offense in high gear. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Huskers trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the wideout. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Just as he released it on first down, he just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebacker. Everybody on the field.
They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They'll run the screen. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, but even 1 yard. Think about it. Nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but it might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up. You told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Williams will pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The Cornhuskers have this offense rolling. Looking for space. It's Peppers. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if...
And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Now, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
They booted away on 4th down. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Calling a hot route. Williams looking for a man. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going over the top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reed.
There he goes. Lowers those pads. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
How about the offensive line working in tandem on these blocks? You see some of those guys that got up into the second level, got a hat on a hat, and that left open a huge crease for the running back.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Quick completion on the out route.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Finds a man on the left. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Huskers are on the move. He might want another play. He wants to throw it again. Got it! Touchdown, Huskers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. the give to the back.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both for trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Shoots it to the left. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Nice pickup on the return, and more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty berth in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football. And
breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Williams looking for a man. Trying to barrel in. And
tight end on his route for that touchdown.
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. Toss to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Conversion is no good. That keeps the score. LSU 21, Nebraska 19.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First down. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
And I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cooper. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Quick screen to the speedster outline. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Might as well give it to him again. Runs through a tackle.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together, maybe go tie this game, maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Williams will pass. Using his feet to buy time. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch, in a big moment, when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up. Maybe go up the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
Looking to scramble. Working on the right. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll go back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Nebraska.
And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with that.